Greetings, everyone. DFG here, Gideon's Flight. Hey, guys. Interestingly enough, I was just awakened from sleep. Not that that's important, because I got a little bit of news, shocking news to be exact. Do you guys remember Joshua Brown? If you don't, well, let me bring to your attention or your remembrance who Joshua Brown is. Joshua Brown is the young, Hebrew Israelite, black brother, so-called, who testified on behalf of Bolton John against Amber Guyger in relationships to hearing, the conversation and then the shots fired. Well, it's just announced that Joshua Brown is dead. Yes, I said dead. Amber Guyger gets convicted of murder. Joshua Brown, who's a witness against Amber Guyger, who probably played a big part in her conviction, somehow gets shot down 15 minutes away from his apartment or the apartment where Bolton John lived. According to the latest reports, someone in a gray sedan, as they say, someone said they heard shots, and then they saw someone drive off in a gray sedan, and they found Mr. Brown dead on the ground. Now, if you think that this is somehow a coincidence, then you've heard me use this term many, many times ago about, well, fuck all that. It's not a coincidence. It's a fact. And as you've heard me talk about the police departments before. You heard me name victims of the police department by the police department before. And I'll again say, I know all cops are not filthy, dirty rat pigs. But a lot of them are filthy, dirty rat pigs. It's a gang with a bunch of gangsters. And I definitely believe that this brother was assassinated. And I bring that to your attention to let you guys know you're in a fight. Talking about your copper-colored Hebrew Israelites. If you want justice, if you want to take and stand up for yourself, if you're tired of getting your asses kicked, getting pushed around, disrespected, looked at every time you walk amongst a bunch of people who don't look like you, mainly white, like you a damn criminal, then you need to understand clearly that it's going to come with bloodshed. But more important, you need to understand we should not be the only ones bleeding here. And unless you are asleep, and if you're still asleep at this point, don't realize that we are involved in a race war. It's been going on for hundreds of years, but apparently it just appears now that Yahweh has woken us up. And these devils are not happy about that. I'm talking about every white, stinky, rotten, low-down, dirty, funky smelling, lice-filled, bigoted hunky, cracker, white trash, whatever name you want to call them. The white trash that sits behind the White House and the white trash that lives over in the local trailer park. If you're a bigot, you're a piece of dirty dog and you're trash. But I'm going to tell you something. You took a life. You know what I'm saying? You took a life. You took two lives. Unfortunately, we saw the cowardly display by the Bolton John family, hugging up with the person who murdered, his sister, and I forgive you, and I want to be your friend, and all that stupid, coon and cowardly foolishness. But again, they're from somewhere else. I told you that or in the previous video. They're not us. And you saw that in that shameful display of forgiveness. Whatever the hell. I'll say this to you again. It's going to be a short video. It woke me up out of my sleep. And guess what? Not only wake me up out of my sleep, I realized I did not have my handgun next to me. So you know what I did? I got it, and I put it right next to me. Not that I'm fearful of anybody doing anything, and if they like, shit, all you got to do is look at the video, not hard to find. But my point is, you need to be prepared, people. They are looking for scalps. And as always, the black scalp, so-called, we know we're talking about Hebrew Israelites here, has been the easiest scalp to take with almost no repercussions to follow. We're going to change that shit.